everyone, this is Allison with Green Goddess Plants and Seeds, and welcome to another garden chat for today. It's been a while since I posted anything, and I apologize for that. It's been kind of crazy. I'm just doing some last minute transplanting here with my plant sale coming up on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. I've got some Helsing Junction Blues cherry tomatoes that need to be potted up here so I can have them for the sale. I've only got four plants of that variety currently for the plant sale, so I thought, well, I got some more here that do need to be potted up, so I guess I'd better get on with it and do it. So yeah, it's getting excited. It's the plant sale every year it always runs the gamut of emotions for me. Usually, I start in January with all the seeds, all the wonderful seeds, and I get excited and I order stuff, and stuff that I probably shouldn't be ordering, but I order it anyway. And then I get probably over excited and overzealous with when I start seeds. So I always end up planting probably far too many, but I tried to rein it in this year. I tried not to plant too many. Last year I actually had over 50 different varieties of tomatoes that I grew. So this year I tried to rein that in, and this year I think I only have like 30. But yeah, I go from being really excited and gung-ho and I have all these wonderful dreams and visions of a plant sale and a beautiful garden and all that kind of thing, and then of course it shifts eventually. I get stressed out. There's so much to do. The weather doesn't want to cooperate. It's cold. A couple of times I've had to literally haul everything into my house because either it was the temperatures were too cold to be out in the greenhouse and my little heater wasn't going to be able to manage it, or like last weekend I went up to the farm and I didn't have anyone who could babysit my plants in the greenhouse. So rather than risk them freezing or frying, I hauled them all in for 2 days and then brought them all out. And of course, those 2 days they're in, a lot of like the pumpkins and squash kind of stretched more than what I would have liked them to, but oh well, that's the way it goes. So yeah, so it goes from excitement and big dreams to a little bit of frustration and wondering, why am I doing this? Why am I putting all this work into it? And then it circles back around to being excited and a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous. I always get that way, when I have to work with people, but in the end, it's all good, right? It's all good, and I'm looking forward to the sale. I've created the event on the Facebook page for it, and I've did a little bit of advertising and posted in a couple of different groups and stuff. So I'm hoping to have a good sale this year. And really, when I'm actually looking at stuff, I don't have that much stuff. When I really think of it, like the stuff that I have for sale really isn't that much. So I'm hoping I don't get inundated. Well, I want to sell lots. I don't want to get inundated with people, but my plan is that if I still have lots of stuff left over from this weekend, I'll probably have another sale on the weekend of the 15th. But hopefully we have good weather. So far the weather's been not too bad. We've had averaging about 15 degrees during the day. Last night it did freeze. It went down to about -1. So that's better. It's better than it was. Like it was getting down to -8 and 9 before. So things are definitely warming up, and I've been doing lots of work on the patio and in the garden here. I've got was it Monday or Tuesday? I spent trying to rescue or revitalize a lily bed that I have here in the back here. It got trashed last year. We trimmed off a bunch of lilacs, and all those trimmings got piled onto this lily bed, so none of the lilies grew last year. So I was just heartbroken about that, but hopefully they're still there. Hopefully some of them will come back, and I'm sort of trying to dig out some of the grass that went rampant in there, try and rebuild the bed, revitalize it, maybe plant some new stuff. Probably more lilies, because the lilies are one of my favorites. But and then yesterday I was working on my patio. I use my patio as another garden space. I have lots of big pots. And so I got the really big ones. I've got all fixed up. I've got them topped off with a layer of composted manure, so they're all ready to go. Haven't totally decided what I'm going to plant in those this year, though. Last year they were all tomatoes, or mostly tomatoes, but last year I ended up with a viral curly top on all the tomatoes in the city, so I don't know if I'll plant tomatoes again. If I do, it might only be one or two, just so I can have some here at the house. The rest of the pots, I'm not sure what I'll put in them. Probably cucumbers for sure. I do have some of the silver slicer cucumbers that I'm growing for myself this year for the first time. So I'll probably put those in some of the pots and see how well they do. And if they do well, you know, maybe it might be something that we have next year for the sale if they actually do well, and you know, if people like them. You know, I could probably, if they're as prolific as they're reported to be, you know, I might even, you know, sell some of the fruit at the market this year. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. I'm potting things up in my greenhouse. This is the only space I have right now to do anything, because everything's outside. All my potting up space outside is all covered in plant trays. So while the plant trays are outside, I actually have room in the greenhouse to do stuff. So even though it's a small space, I still kind of I'm making use of the space to get these tomatoes, these last few tomatoes potted up. So, but yeah, and then the rest of this morning I've been just sorting out some of the plants, sorting the tomatoes so that they're a little bit better organized, so that, you know, all the red tomatoes are together, all the cherry tomatoes are together, all the, you know, black blue tomatoes are together, that kind of thing. And then I also went through all the cucumbers and the pumpkins and the squash, and like all of those are being sold in 4-packs. So I went through and I pulled anything that didn't have 4 plants in it growing. So anything that had less than 4 plants, like sometimes the seeds just don't germinate. There were a couple of cell packs that, you know, I only had 3 seeds left, so only 3 seeds got planted. So those all got pulled, and I've been tagging all the plant trays with what's in them and whether it's for sale or not for sale. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been keeping very busy. Looking forward to the plant sale. I'll probably be up early on Saturday morning getting everything set up. The plant sale starts at 10, so I'm hoping to see a few people out. As if the weather holds, I'm crossing my fingers that the weather holds, because if it's nice like this, I'll probably definitely have people coming out. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. That's what's been happening in my life right now. So I hope you are enjoying the beautiful weather that we've been having this week, and I hope you're looking forward to the weekend. And if you are in the area, please check out my Facebook page and my plant sale. Until next time, take care.